Well, I've done it again. I did what I said I wasn't gonna do for the umpteenth time. I got a new camera. After saying a million times, oh, I'm not gonna get any more cameras, I'm not gonna get any more cameras. But I did. And here it is. I got a Fuji GW690 Mark II, otherwise known as the Texas Leica. Flip out lens hood. So yeah, why did I buy this absolute beast of a camera? And I want to say, Texas Leica is a very appropriate name. I thought that like, that's stupid. Everything is the whatever Leica adjacent. I have a Canonette. They call it the poor man's Leica. No. Texas sized is very appropriate for this camera. It's big. It's a big boy. But I gotta say, it feels great. It feels great to hold. Doesn't feel like oversized. It's actually lighter than the Bronica, and the Bronica's smaller with the prism finder, I should say. It's probably not as light with the waist level finder. Why did I buy this camera? Well, for a couple reasons. One, the lens on this thing is superb. I did shoot a test roll with it, and I can confirm it is one of the sharpest lenses I've ever used. And the negative size. I was looking for something to complement the Bronica kit. Part of that is the negative size. The Bronica shoots 6x4.5, this shoots 6x9. So I have a more economical, small, medium format camera and a less economical, big negative, medium format camera. I did look at a couple other 6x9 cameras, one of which was the Horseman VHR. At that rate, I was getting too close to large format without the experience of large format. And large format, though, even though it is something that I would like to try in the future, right now, I'm not sure if it's what I want to do. I don't think it works for my workflow. It's very costly. So to get a very large negative in this size was very appealing to me. And the third reason is the form factor. I did not want another modular system. And that was another reason why I skipped the Horseman. I didn't want to have to deal with extra backs, extra lenses. I didn't want to have to deal with tolerances, which I know is a big issue with those cameras. I have a full Bronica kit already. I have lenses, extra backs, different viewfinders, and that is great. And for a specific type of shooting, that works really, really well. I didn't want to buy into another medium format system. So that's why the fixed lens rangefinder style of this camera worked out for me really well. Previously, my medium format kit was the Bronica ETRS 6x4.5 camera. I have a full kit, as I mentioned, and a Yashica 635 6x6 TLR. And I found that though the TLR camera, the Yashica, had that form factor that was really nice, it was really portable, the 6x6 negative size wasn't big enough of a jump to go from 6x4.5. And the jump here is massive. This is 2 times the size of 6x4.5, though it is not nearly as economical. This only gets 8 frames, whereas the Bronica gets 15. So I wound up selling the Yashica actually the other day as of making this video, and I realized that between this and the Bronica, it just wasn't a camera that I was gonna reach for. So this is gonna be a camera that I probably use as a complement to a compact digital camera or a compact 35mm camera, whereas the Bronica is going to be a camera that if I'm going to shoot only medium format, I will bring with me. I will bring the full kit. I will bring multiple backs and multiple lenses, and that way I can shoot more medium format frames with more options, but stick to that format. The other reason that I was very interested in this camera is that it's really easy to adapt panoramic 35mm to this camera. I already have the 3D printed adapting spool. I just need a little bit of that, it's a specific type of tape that you put on one of the spools inside the camera that helps feed the 35mm film into either another canister or a take-up spool. It makes shooting 35mm panoramic for me much more accessible. The only other option for me to shoot a really good 35mm panoramic, I'm not talking about cropped, I'm talking, you know, full negative size, would be to get a wide back for the Bronica ECRS. And if you have not seen the prices of those, they will scare you. I think they go for like $900 a pop, and that is just too much for one feature that I probably won't use that much. So yeah, shooting 35mm panorama should be much, much simpler, and I will get the full advantage of the full negative size, unlike cropping a regular 35mm frame. And speaking of negatives, when I saw a 6x9 negative from this lens, for the first time yesterday, I damn near soiled myself. Oh my God, is it incredible. The 6x9 negative combined with the superb sharpness and image rendering of the 90mm lens on this camera is absolutely something special. It really, really blew me away. I can't wait to shoot with it more. In terms of the test roll, I found myself for the first time in a very long time taking a lot of consideration for each frame. I've never taken that long to shoot 8 frames before. It was a slow and methodical experience. I metered much more carefully, I was composing much more carefully, and I was looking for light much more intently. And I really enjoyed that experience. And I think this camera will suit shooting like that in those situations very, very nicely. I will say though, it's gonna take some getting used to 8 frames. When I hit frame 7, I kind of had that moment of, oh crap, this roll is almost done. It was very unexpected. It kind of crept up on me pretty suddenly. So I do have to keep in mind that the roll is gonna be pretty short. So yeah, other than that, I really like that it's fully mechanical. A lot of my cameras are battery powered, so it's nice to have something that's fully mechanical, especially in medium format. This camera is known for being built extremely well, being built like a tank. But yeah, what's not to like? Viewfinder is nice and bright, fully mechanical, beautiful sharp lens, huge, highly detailed negatives. I like how it has a front-facing shutter button. I actually found myself using that a lot. I find it really comfortable on this size of a camera. I'm super stoked to have this thing. It is a gorgeous camera that takes gorgeous photos, and I can't wait to shoot it more. I think one day I might do a full review on this camera, just like I said I would do a full review on the XA2 that I just talked about in my last video. Go check that out. But for now, I'm super happy with my purchase, and if you were looking to pick one of these up as something to get into that was highly detailed, really high quality, but you didn't want to make the jump to large format, or you're like me and you wanted a complement to a fully modular system, I don't think you can go wrong with this camera, especially considering how expensive bigger format, medium format cameras are getting. Some of the 6.7 cameras are getting up there, and this is still a little bit less, which was also very, very enticing about it. So yeah, that's it for this one. Thanks for sticking around, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. So yeah, other than that,